Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the fourth episode of the Urban Pixel Minecraft exhibit. Today, we are going to be talking about some of the more buildings in the suburban area along this arterial road. And so let's start with this plaza right here. It's very small, and these buildings don't have interiors yet, so I will add them later. I just built the exterior just to show what kind of building this is, and so I designed it to be a very, very typical, like, strip stores with probably like food establishments here, maybe clothing stores, anything, and then ample parking here. So it's just a way for me to take up some space along this grassland and just expand the suburban area out in this direction. So this was the first building that I built in this direction after the school. And these buildings are very, very new. This is actually where I've been expanding my city most recently. And so let's take a look in this building right here. It is a volleyball facility. And so I modeled this building after a sport time volleyball facility. I do play volleyball recreationally, and so I decided that I would add it into my world. And so this is what it looks like from the outside. It's a gray exterior with this sort of diagonally curved roof. You can't make slopes in this game, so the best way to do it is to make half slab blocks going up like this and coming back down to make a sort of a triangular shape. And so here we are. This is the lobby. There's a check-in, some lights on the ceiling, and of course tables, chairs. And these are for the families to watch, lounge area like this, TV. Most sport time facilities have a very similar look. The lobbies feature the same sort of decorations and tables, and provide the same things for people. And then the bathrooms are located in this corner right here. Locker rooms, as you can see, the lockers are depicted through these crossed metal gates, and the toilets are located in the back like here. Okay, so let's move on to the actual courts. And so in order to measure the dimensions of the court, I would put my character into third person, and I would kind of look roughly how large would the court look in perspective to my person. And so this is about right. Let's count this right here. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 blocks wide, enough to fit 3 players across. The 10-foot line is located right here. Because I built most of my buildings in this game in 1-to-1 scale, and so the 10-foot line would located be like 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, my game froze. 1, 2, 3. Oh, it didn't freeze. I was hitting that. 4, 5, 6 blocks. Okay, and then for the net, I have some little details here that add a nice little touch. Of course, the net texture itself, I used a cobweb because it's the closest thing I can get to a netting texture that's also white. And from a distance, it looks okay. From a close-up, it's not the greatest thing ever, but it's the closest I can get to a net texture. And of course, the net cords on the top and the bottom. The antenna, which is red and white, is located at the 2 ends of the volleyball net to indicate where the end of the net is. And of course, these blue things on the side of the net post are the pads that prevent injuries from like smashing into the pole. And so these are located on every single net. And all the courts are the same size. There's 4 courts in total. And once again, I mentioned in a previous video about how I designed the gym in the school with the lights underneath the slabs. And so this entire gym has the lights underneath the slab to ensure that the courts stay bright the entire day, even during the night, because these lights are definitely not bright enough and they're too high to actually light up the court like this. So the whole bottom underneath this floor has light blocks. And the lights are located at the end lines of the court to ensure like that there's equal spacing. So like this, you can see that the lights are right above the sidelines. And just some little details here. There's some storage, extra netting. These buckets are where you could put balls. And so these are just little touches that I added based off of my observation of the gyms I've already been to. And in order to get to the courts, there's this pathway back here. And a glass barrier just in case the ball comes back. Okay, and on to the next building. here we are, the public storage building. And now the building does not feature a first floor yet. I will have to do more research as to what the first floor of a public storage building looks like. But when you drive by a public storage building on the road, you will always see this kind of distinct design, particularly the open glass with this white and some orange color, which is part of like a company that makes these public storage buildings. They all look the same. And the corridors are narrow with orange doors and white walls located on the side like this. And so when you look at it from the side, you will see this. You will see the doors to each storage room like this, and this is located across all four sides, like so. And so it has that very, very distinct public storage building look. And just a quick overview of what's coming next in this area. We do have a large supermarket coming here, parking lot, and the lights here are also featuring the slabs underneath the floor. So that's why this whole area is so bright even at night. So there is a lot coming in that supermarket with a full interior. And a small set of stores in this part of the building. And because of the narrow parking space, I've decided to make the parking spaces diagonally lined so that cars can park diagonally. It'll take up less space on the length like this. And so, yeah, that is it. We have this store coming up very soon with a large interior. And just like that, we have concluded the entire first half of the suburban area. And so the next videos will feature everything past this intersection right here. So we'll go more in detail about the homes, the other plazas, the mall, the hotel, and we're going to start getting much, much closer to downtown now. Thank you so much for watching this episode, and stay tuned for the next Urban Pixel Minecraft exhibits. Make sure to like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video.